Learning objectives. After studying this module, students will be able to understanding the convergence of CCT, explain components of communication systems, define pulse mode communication and wireless communication, describe satellite network, explain convergence of communication technology, state convergence of voice and video communication, define importance of standardization. Communication system. There were numerous ways of communication used by people in the earlier times, like postal services, telegraphs, and telephone lines. In the 20th century, many communication systems were developed that are reliable and affordable, like telecommunication system. There were two types of telecommunication systems. Objective telecommunication systems. These systems were developed to use multiple services effectively, like television, radio news broadcasting, etc., along with the telephone. Telecommunication systems. These systems were used for long-distance communication between computers. What is communication system? Communication means to interact with each other. Communication system is a collection of computers, various networks, communication devices, and required software to interact with each other. Traditional communication system versus modern communication system. To compare traditional communication system involves the use of television, newspaper, radios and telegrams, and modern communication system involves the use of internet, computers, mobiles, etc. Now, let us take an example of sending picture to a friend. In the traditional communication system, we will put the picture in the envelope and send it to the mailing address of the friend through postal services. But using modern communication system, we can scan the picture through scanner, put it in the system, connect the system through the internet, and send it to the friend through the email. There are many devices involved in the process of sending picture using email, like networks, interconnected devices. Components of communication system. Communication systems have many components which are connected with each other, with the using various communication devices, networks and software. All communication systems have essential components that interact with each other to ensure smooth connectivity. Message. A message can be in any form like text, number, image, audio, or video. It is basically the matter which you want to communicate as document, image, song, video, etc. Sender. In general term, a sender is the one who sends the message. The sender is a device which is used to send the information to the other user in communication system. It can be any device like computer, mobile, telephone, video camera, tablets, etc. Receiver. In simple terms, receiver is the one to whom a sender sends the message, or the one who receives the message. The receiver is a device that receives the information from the other system through communication system. like a computer, mobile, telephone, video camera, tablets, etc. Components of communication system. Transmission medium. The medium that is used to create a connection between the sender and the receiver is called as transmission media. The medium can be anything like twisted pair cable, fiber optic cable, coaxial cables, or radio waves, Wi-Fi, satellite links, etc. Protocol. Protocols are the set of rules used in communication system. It helps to control the communication between the receiver and the sender. The communication software works as a mediator between two devices and controls the flow of information between them. Both the devices which are creating a link must have a common communication protocol to build a successful relationship. What are applications? Applications are the software or programs that build to perform certain tasks for the benefit of the user. They are designed to cater to the specific requirement of the user. Example, Mozilla Browser, Outlook Express, etc. Evolution of communication system. After 19th century, the modern communication systems started developing. Earlier, the telephone system was used to communicate, in which a microphone was used to convert voice into electrical signals. These signals were transmitted through the copper wire over a long distance. A speaker or earphone is inbuilt in the telephone system that is used to convert electric signals again into voice. Public Switched Telephone Network (PSTN) is used to exchange data locally. The major change came in telecommunication system after the development of following technologies. Pulse code modulation. This technology is a digital system for transmitting analog data. It used to convert the analog signals into digital signals. It converts low-speed signals into high-speed signals. Wireless network. In this communication system, the devices are not connected through using any type of cable, but are connected through radio waves. It is used for places where it is difficult to place wires and the users who are always on the go. Evolution of communication system. Satellite network. This is the communication system where signals are transmitted with the use of satellite dishes. In this communication system, the computers receive and send data with the help of satellites. It is mostly used for long-distance communication, for telecommunication and television broadcasting. Direct communication. In earlier times, the distance between the devices was confined to a room or building only. These computers can share limited data only, like small text messages or small commands. The computers could directly connect to devices, printers, monitors, etc. Long-distance data communication. It involves the leased line and dial-up connections to connect devices that are located in distance with each other. In this technology, a modem is used, which is also known as modulator and demodulator. A modulator converts the signals of one device to signals that can be read by another device. Another, it converts digital signals from computers into analog signals and then transmit these analog signals through telephone lines. In ISDN and broadband, the telephone lines can be used for data connection and voice. Convergence of communication technologies. In the earlier times, the network was not able to fulfill the multimedia requirements like video conferencing, and separate communication devices were used for data, voice and video. But these days, we become computer dependent in such a way that many services are offered by companies on a single line. Like these days, with our smartphones, we can make calls, access data, and make video calls also. Objectives of Convergence of Technologies. It provides cost-effective communication technology as many services can be used on a single line. It is easy to use and convenient to install. It supports multimedia applications like video calling, messaging, accessing videos, and internet. It provides high-speed network to support online interactive application such as video conferencing. It provides inexpensive unified services like email, chat, web search, etc. Developing uniform data representation and digitization technologies. Digitization is the process of converting the information from a physical format to digital platform. It converts every data into binary digits that can be processed by any computing device. All types of data can be converted into binary form like text, number, image, voice, or video. It means to create a technology-dependent world. Convergence of standards and protocols. In the communication process, when we send a message, then that message has to go through various stages and is processed by many hardware and software. If all the components follow the common protocols and standard, then this process becomes more cost-effective and easy. There are some standards and protocols which have become very popular over the years. The different important protocols are as follows. Internet Protocol. It is the most popular protocol to create a connection between different networks. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, which is used to connect various web applications on World Wide Web. Ethernet, it is very useful for wired LAN and used for small areas. MPEG, it is used to set standard for audio and video transmission and compression. Let us learn about them in detail. Protocols. Different protocols used in Internet. IP, Internet Protocol. It works the same way a postal system works. The difference is it delivers the packets of data electronically. In the digital world, all messages are sent electronically in the form of IP packets. Each packet is marked with the address of the receiver and destination address, which is email ID of the person. Each computer connected to the Internet is identified with a unique address or name, termed as IP address. The computers send the IP packet directly to the destination address if that is connected in the network. In the internet, the packets are sent from one computer network to another as per the destination address till it reaches the receiver. Ethernet. Ethernet is a protocol that is commonly used for connecting communication devices in wired LAN. It uses copper wires, optical fiber, and access point to connect devices. It supports various data transfer rates and is very simple to implement. Today, all computer peripherals such as printer, scanner, etc. are equipped with Ethernet interface instead of serial or parallel interface. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP is a protocol which is also used for communication and is used by web browsers and web servers to communicate with each other over World Wide Web. MPEG. Its full form is Moving Pictures Expert Group. It defines the rules and standards for audio and video transmission and compression. MPEG provides algorithms that help to compress data to form small bits that can be easily transmitted and then decompressed. It provides better quality of audio and video. Convergence of network. Network convergence can be defined as the use of voice, videos, and data services on a single network. We all are aware that we can use voice, video, and data together simultaneously on a single telephone line in a broadband connection. The developments are being done to provide high bandwidth services to users with the use of various types of transmission media. Convergence in voice communication. In today's technology world, voice communication can be done with the help of many networks by using many devices and from different locations. With the Wi-Fi, we can create such connection between phones, mobiles, and computer simultaneously. Devices from different network can communicate with each other through gateways. Gateways are communication devices that connect the user to the internet. It works as a mediator between different networks. Convergence of video communication. These days, video conferencing and video streaming, Facebook, WhatsApp, etc. Many multimedia applications are becoming famous. Video conferencing was done through point-to-point connection in the earlier times. But these days, video conferencing is done through Wi-Fi broadband connection that used IP network. It just required a system with multimedia features, a camera, and software. MPEG provides high-quality and reliable videos communication. Earlier, the news and movies were telecasted using broadcast media, using satellites, wireless, and cable, whose signal quality was noisy and slow. Now, technologies like IPTV and video on demand provides high-quality video. The telecom operators these days provide broadcast service called as IPTV, with the help of which user can view the video telecast through their traditional TV sets as well as computer systems. Wireless network. Convergence of wireless network. The demand of wireless network is growing day by day as people need to access internet from different locations. WLAN, Wi-Fi, and WiMAX technologies provides high-speed data, voice clarity on wireless networks. These days, all computer systems have built-in wireless interface cards, which help the systems to connect to any type of wireless networks. In wireless network, computers are connected through access point. An access point connects to a wired router, switch, or hub with the help of Ethernet cable and helps to connect the systems wirelessly in the designated areas. With GPRS, people can access internet, video calling on mobile phones. Convergence of applications. Internet Explorer, Firefox is web browsers that help a user to have internet access. Most of the applications these days are developed with web interface so that the user can access the application easily. The other example of convergence of application is handling voice, data, and text simultaneously in a single mailbox. Yahoo, MSN, and Google are web service providers who earlier were in search engines or email service providers. But these days, they are providing many services like email, chat, instant messenger, conferencing, file sharing, etc. Broadband and DTH are some communication technologies which allow many services through a single connection. So, any digital data can be communicated through a converged communication system. Importance of standardization. Standardization means maintain technical standards of any process or product based on the consent of users, companies, etc. Purpose of standardization. The purpose of standardization is to ensure compatibility, to make use of information, safety, repeatability, and quality of the product. In today's competitive scenario, it is important for every company to maintain the standards to expand their business. There are predefined standards set for the IT industry. There are various standardization organizations worldwide which work in the documentation, research, development, and testing in the field of computer hardware, software, and communications to formulate standards. Once a standard is accepted, the vendors can design and develop the product as per the standards. Important standardization organizations in the field of IT are as follows. ANSI, American National Standards Institute. It is an organization that looks into the standards of products, services in USA. ANSI has defined standards for a number of programming languages, including C, C++, COBOL, and Fortran. ITU, International Telecommunication Union. It helps to maintain the standards of ICT. It defines international standards, particularly for communication protocols. Importance of standardization agencies. IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force. It is international community responsible for smooth operation of the Internet. The Internet Engineering Task Force, IETF, develops and promotes voluntary Internet standards, comprises the TCP/IP protocols. IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers. It is the world's largest association of technical professionals with more than 420,000 members in over 160 countries around the world. The objective of this organization are the educational and technical advancement of electrical engineering, telecommunications, computer engineering, etc. EIA or TIA, Electronic Industry Association or Telecommunication Association. EIA or TIA specifies generic telecommunication cabling system which supports multi-product, multi-vendor environment. ISO, International Standards Organization. It is an international standard body composed of representatives from various national standards organizations. It focuses on meeting customer expectations and delivering customer satisfaction. VESA, Video Electronics Standards Association. It is a technical standards organization for computer display standards. The organization was incorporated in California in July 1989 and has its office in San Jose, California. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned in this module. Communication system is a term which means a combination of computers, communication devices, associated networks, and required software. Communication medium, where devices are not connected through any cables, is called as wireless network. Modems modulate digital signals from computers into voice-graded analog signals and then transmit these analog signals through telephone lines. Digitization is the process to convert any type of data into binary digits that can be processed by any computing device. Internet protocol has become very popular as it can withstand and overcome the frequent breakdown of communication links. Broadband is one of the simplest examples of convergence of voice, video, and data. Broadband is the latest communication technology using which a user can have simultaneous voice calls. Moving Pictures Expert Group (MPEG) algorithms compresses video data to reduce number of bytes that can be easily transmitted and then decompressed. Standardization is the process of agreeing on technical specifics of any process or product. The Internet Engineering Task Force (IETF) is a large open international community of network designers, operators, vendors, and researchers concerned with the evolution of the Internet architecture and the smooth operation of the Internet. ITU defines international standards, particularly for communication protocols. EIA or TIA specifies generic telecommunication cabling system which supports multi-product, multi-vendor environment.